Hello, my name is Blake Patterson, and welcome to Afro Reviews. On the latest episode of the classic series, I examined the sequel to Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead. As this pandemic continues, a person could easily refer to one of the numerous zombie films as a presentation for the evening. Since the creation of The Walking Dead, viewers have witnessed countless zombie films that failed to capture the same level of terror or originality that the first films of the genre exhibited. What was so different and intriguing about Romero's early Dead films was that they were able to also be social commentaries on contemporary issues. In Night of the Living Dead, Romero incorporated racism and the counterculture into a study of how traditionalists despise the idea of conforming to a changing culture. As for Day of the Dead, Romero dealt with sexism in the military and the ideas of behavior indoctrination. In this review's case, Dawn of the Dead was a motion picture that satirized the self-destruction of consumerism and ideological intolerance. Through the motion picture, consumerism is the most significant target in Romero's satire. As the survivors settle in at a mall, they indulge in clothes, food, weapons, and other items in each department. When Romero creates these sequences, there is a joyful score that blends perfectly with Romero's humor. The survivors consider these actions as satisfying to the point where they are at a loss of their environment and morality. There are clever gags about how the zombies have an inherent instinct to return to the mall due to their consumerist past. While the survivors treat these circumstances as glorious, they eventually endure conflicts that are unalterable, such as a zombie bite. In these humorous and shocking moments, Romero compares humans to zombies in the way that they are eager to consume each product, even if it has a negative outcome. From a modern point of view, consider how citizens are going to stores to purchase expensive and unnecessary items, even if it means violating the pandemic's guidelines. This hunger for excess does not guarantee continuous satisfaction, as Romero signifies. Another relevant theme that appears in Dawn of the Dead is ideological oppression and the chaos that it spreads. In the beginning, Romero comments on how politicians and scientists cannot establish an agreement about the apocalypse because a plan negatively impacts someone else. The scientist, who is one of intellectual superiority, complains at a television network with people who dislike his theories about what will occur in the future. Romero focuses on the way people respond to the doctor with disdain. One can relate this scenario to how the coronavirus deniers reply to the statistical data from Dr. Anthony Fauci. As Romero indicates, this denial and hatred against a professional perspective are due to political influence. Unlike Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead was a film written with a sardonic and clever sense of humor in the way that it approached sociological subjects. Romero's sequel initiates in a studio where chaos is erupting consistently due to concerns about the apocalypse. Instead of focusing on a middle-class citizen, Romero explores the experiences of people who have a considerable social status. Within the first 20 minutes, Romero introduces several ideas about political disagreements, police corruption, bigotry, and frustrations in the media. One could argue that this sequence is a muddle due to how quickly Romero develops these themes, yet the notions are so fascinating that one forgets about the flaw. Despite the literal fact that there are no zombies, George Romero's Dawn of the Dead is a motion picture that is representative of this era. Romero created a scathing warning about these issues and their pessimistic results, and this country never recognized these problems as legitimate. Dawn of the Dead is a funhouse portrait of society's hunger for contentment. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great night.